how to make easy vegan salted caramel. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Britt and I am the vegan food blogger behind the Banana Diaries, and today we are making my favorite homemade vegan caramel sauce. It's so good, it tastes like the real deal, and it's entirely dairy free, just using sugar, a little bit of water, vegan butter, vegan heavy cream, sea salt, and vanilla. 6 ingredients, super easy. All right, I'm gonna take you to my stovetop, and that's where we're gonna work today. So yeah, let's go make this sauce. All right, so to start, we're just gonna brush the sides of our pan or our pot with a little bit of water, and this is gonna prevent the sugar from caramelizing on top. And then we're going to add in 1 cup of organic granulated sugar to the pot. The stove is not on right now, so there is no heat happening. It's just sugar, and then we're gonna pour in our water as well. So this is just 2 tablespoons of water. This part, we just wanna soak our sugar essentially in the water and get it all wet. And then we're gonna turn on the stove to bring it until we begin to like caramelize the sugar.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, so this looks great, and so now we're gonna turn on the heat. We're gonna do medium high, or you can do medium, it depends. See how your stove is doing, but I sometimes do medium to medium high. And we're basically just gonna continue to stir this for the next like 10 to 15 minutes, and I won't talk for that entire time until the caramel starts to brown. It'll start to get like a really nice golden color. I don't like to make it like super, super dark for caramel because I see that more as like toffee, but we will get it to a little bit of a, you know, obviously a caramel color. And then we're gonna add in our remaining ingredients. So we're just gonna let this stir. Now it's going to start to bubble like this. You're just going to continue to whisk or stir. And then you can also reduce the heat just a little bit. So this is the color of our caramel. It's the sugar, just the sugar and the water now. It's this perfect kind of golden brown color. I've taken it off heat completely, and now we're gonna pour in our heavy cream. It's going to start to bubble because this is very hot. If it freaks you out, don't worry, it's fine. There we go. And it's okay if it starts to seize up at first. We're gonna put it back onto heat, and that's gonna completely solve the issue. So now it's seized up. This is actually a great teaching moment. Don't worry, we're gonna put it back on heat and continue to stir, and you're gonna keep the caramel nice and soft, and the cream is gonna start to integrate. And we're back. All right, so now I'm gonna add in 3 tablespoons of room temperature vegan butter. Pop. And we're gonna let that stir in as well. Keep it on heat as well. So we're melting the butter in here, and then we're just gonna cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes here as it bubbles once everything is integrated. So still integrating, still integrating. It's a perfect caramel color too. All right, so now that everything is integrated, we're just gonna let this bubble like this on about medium to medium low heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. So we'll just let that cook and do its job, and then we're gonna stir in the vanilla and the sea salt. I've removed the caramel. Once again, this is the most perfect color for it. I'm so excited. And now we're gonna add in our sea salt and vanilla. So I like to do a hefty amount of sea salt because I love salted caramel. So we're gonna add in about a teaspoon of sea salt to cut the sweetness. And then we're gonna add in 1 to 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now just give this a nice mix. And now it's time to cool our caramel. Alrighty, now we are ready to pour caramel in. Alright, we are going to let this caramel cool for about, it's gonna need probably like 2 to 3 hours in the fridge. A faster cooling method is if you just pour a little bit onto a kind of like a large square baking dish. You can actually cool it at room temperature and it'll cool pretty quickly. I'm gonna pop this into the fridge and work some movie magic, and I'll be back with perfectly cooled caramel, so stay tuned. All right, and now our caramel has chilled for about 2 to 3 hours in the fridge. I think mine was about 3 hours. And then we have this perfect, gorgeous, slightly lighter in color caramel sauce, and it's so smooth and rich and buttery and sweet. It's perfect for both baking and topping. You're gonna love it. Well, I hope that this was helpful. I just want to show you that you can make all of your favorite dessert recipes vegan and dairy-free and eggless, and that you don't have to sacrifice any flavor. Like, this tastes like caramel sauce and it's freaking amazing. So I just know you're gonna love it. Oh yeah, quick tip. If you want to make a thicker caramel sauce, reduce the amount of heavy cream that's in your sauce. If you want to make a thinner caramel sauce, increase the heavy cream. I am going to go bake with this. I have some fall fun recipes that I'm using this for, so stay tuned for those. Those will definitely be here as well as on the blog. The full recipe to this is found down below, linked in the description box, so just tap open that little arrow and you'll find it right there. And then be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification as well. I think it's on this side. And you can be notified when more recipe videos like this pop up. Let me know what recipe you want to see next made vegan. I will definitely take requests from that. I love that. And I also have tons of ways that are linked in the blog post of the caramel recipe that you can use this caramel recipe for, including an apple spice fall cake. It's absolutely delicious, and you can make ooey gooey vegan s'mores bars with some caramel in it too. They're delicious. So just go head to the blog, enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.